What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Poolside Chat. My name is Todd, and I've got yet another amateur pool match to review with you. We're going to continue on with the APA Double Jeopardy night. Already did 9-ball. We're going to switch over to 8-ball. Still playing Kyle. Let's get right into this. So as you can see, I'm an APA 7. Kyle is a 6. That makes it a 5-4 race. And we're going to start out with a lag. But of course, shoot well. While we're doing that, we're going to bring the red dot up here. Get ready for this new feature. I like this better with the crosshairs over just the white dot. It kind of helps me pinpoint a little bit better as to where I'm talking about. I hope you guys enjoy that. So I won the lag. Let's do this. I'm sure you guys already know, but might as well say it again. We are breaking 8-ball. That means I am shooting a little low left, nothing too extreme. In this case, I aim at the edge of the 13 to the 2, because that little bit of left will deflect that cue ball to hit that 13 full. And traditionally, I get a good spread. Usually I make one, sometimes two. But what did I make here? We got 1, 2, 3. It looks like it's still open. I got one of each down. That clump is ugly, though. I wish it was just solids. I'd shoot stripes. You don't get to pick and choose. Chit-chatting with my team about something. So am I starting with a bank? Banks aren't open this early, are they? Apparently, not only they are, that is a good leave. Forgot to move the dot. I'm going to be hitting this. I'm probably going to need to go get a bridge. But I'm going to be hitting this probably just a little bit more right. I'm going to be hitting it right about there. Give myself a spin. Hopefully crash in between that, what's that, the 15 and the 6? Try to open this up some. Ooh, get out. I was looking at that 6-ball. If it went, great. But ideally, I didn't want it to freeze on that side rail. And it looks like it's out just enough. It should go. But man, I got to work on that 1-ball. Got to get the right kind of shape, because that is a thin cut. Unless I can freeze myself to the head rail and kind of back cut it, that's going to be a bit of a doing. But you know what? I've got one option here. So we're going to shoot this. Probably actually going to leave that right about there. A little bit of top right. Nice and easy. Get it down to this side of the table. But man, I missed and left it ugly. Left that in a bad spot. Do not want that. Big man Rick making an appearance as he always does. So Kyle's going to be taking stripes. Should be shooting that 13. I'd be shooting the side nice and easy, but he's going to fire all the way down. Not a bad leave, though. Yeah. I'm trying to... Looks like I'm trying to go like some left. Try to... Oh, I got behind it. Put too much spin. Big shocker to anybody that knows me. But, definitely got to the bad spot on that one. I might have even opened him up. This might go bad here. Good shot there. If he can just smooth roll this 15 up, leave himself the easy cut on the 13. Sit. Man, that looks beautiful. So I would hit this just a little top, maybe just kind of. Oh, he hit center. See if that center ball just brought it straight back out, left him a harder 9. If he hits that with some top, maybe even a slight bit of right spin to the side rail, yeah, you leave yourself a cut, but that's much more manageable than, well, this. But he's still trying, and That is a hard shot. He left it thin, and let's be honest, or excuse me, left it hanging, but he left me a whole lot of nothing. Just because A, I'm a right-handed shooter, and B, I am a short fella, I'm gonna cut that one ball. I am not going for the two. I did not put it. Either I hit that too hard because I might have been able to leave the six. Realistically, I think I hit that way too light. I think I was trying to go around the world 4 rails to come back for the two. So if that's the case, basically I'm going to be shooting. Ooh, am I not going for the two? What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I'm going to be going straight left, nice and easy. Ooh, got behind it, and that was my out. Dang it. And this is where Kyle needs to kind of walk aside, see where he wants to be for an easier 11 ball. Because it looks like the 11 is south of that side pocket, so he should be able to cut that down. I would not be taking that here. I mean, you guys know you know what I'm thinking. Take your medicine. Take the 12, straight top English. Just bring it back up mid-table, if not almost 2/3. Slightly better, but yeah, if this goes, I'm just soft and easy, smidge of top English, just not trying to move it too much. Oh, wow. I say that, and then I must put a little top left because really get that thing moving. So it's just rolling ball, let it come out 2 rails to make this in the side. Just because you don't want it to even hint at rolling to that top right corner, I'm going to put a skosh of low. I mean, we're talking just a skosh. Just so it rolls just like that. 1-0. Now we got a straight race to 4. Going to prepare the red dot for my low left break. So yeah, this is where I'm aiming at the 5, but I'm aiming at the edge of the 13. So I hit it nice and full. And boom to that move. Ooh, look at that 8 ball. Ew, that would have been a nice little win. I usually don't root for it, but I guess, kind of need to get a break and run first, and then it's okay to root for it. I'll put it that way. How's that? Otherwise, it's kind of a cheap win. But man, I left that dry. For the most part, it's pretty open. I'd be taking solids here. But I would not be starting here. Hold on a second. Kyle, I gotta pause this one. Because shooting this 5 ball, I mean, you're forcing yourself long where you're leaving yourself the one option of the 3. That is not where I would be firing this. And even then, he just kind of center ball pounded that, and now you got more of a back cut on the 3. That was not the avenue I would have took if you weren't going to go for the 2, or if you didn't, if you're trying to leave the 2 to be able to break out the 6. I would have either looked at the 1 or maybe the 7. I don't know if I would, or if you have to go the 5, you got to draw it. You got to put something on it. But he should, if he can make that. I was just gonna say he's gonna break that 4 open, but unfortunately, it just still muddied up the waters. It just wants to be with its friend, the 14. It's not a lot you can do. If it goes by here, great. Go and shoot that. Oh, left himself a hanger. What? Excuse me, guys. I do this late at night, get a little tired sometimes. I bet I'm going to be playing safe here. Hit that 13 as a stop shot. Drop his duck, leave him. Rolled forward. Yeah, I was trying to freeze it behind that 14. I think he can. I don't know if that one goes by. Which isn't a terrible shot, but I mean, you've got the 2, but similar to what I was just saying earlier, you shoot that 2, what are you honestly leaving yourself? I would just shoot this nice and easy. This is more of a speed shot than anything. Well, unfortunately, he missed the shot he wanted and left it behind the 11. So now we're both in a bad spot. He's in a real bad spot. I mean, he can't do anything here. I mean, he's shooting at a low percentage shot, trying to do something. Is he trying to carom the 7 off the 14, maybe? He's trying to bank it to some capacity. Not real sure. But looking, he blocked my 12. I need to just kick off the right, or what the from this perspective, I should say, the right side of that 10 ball. We're going to take a timeout for my teammate Tanya and little precursor. I might have played her the other night in USAPL. I got it recorded. You guys, you're going to enjoy that one. The amount of weight is ridiculous, but that's a good save right there. I like it. Kick, got the 13, left it hooked behind the 14. So his real only shot, he's going to be kicking at that 7. You know, you don't want to kick at the 6. You didn't want to kick at the 6 just because if you accidentally graze the wrong side of it, you could easily scratch. Good news is, kind of left me open. So I'm basically just going to take, I think that's the 13. Am I going the 14? I'd be taking that 13. What? Why? Why did I do that? Why did... Let alone with that much draw, I don't know why I just played send it on that ball. Like, why wouldn't I just have... I must not have been able to see enough of the 13. That... I mean, that makes no sense. I don't get that. I mean, if I couldn't see it, I should have played another safe. Just because you get one ball in hand doesn't mean you don't want a second one. I mean, I don't get that. Nice, easy shot. Good leave. Now here. I mean, the 8 ball goes in literally all 6 pockets. Can't quite tell. There's going to be a little bit of a right cut, so I think he's going to be draw back. Not terrible. Just got to control that cue ball because top English, I could very easily send it to the side rail, or excuse me, to the side pocket. So just great stun. Great shot. Good shot, Kyle. 1-1. No rackless for me. Looks like he's hitting a little bit more center ball. He still aims second ball on the left side like I do, but just no, doesn't put the spin into it. Looks like it's open. I'm counting right. They both got their troubles. That 10 and 12 aren't exactly open, but then you still have the 2-7-1 are completely hooked. Goodness. I think I would rather take stripes here. Where, yeah, probably take 13, top English, roll down, go ahead and get that 12 out. Oh, you hit that way too late. Oh, you hit that way too late, Todd. But shouldn't be a big deal. Top English, it should crash into the 4 and pretty well die. Or in my case, draw to the side rail. Muddied up the water a little more. I don't like that play. But that's what happens when you don't walk around the table and take a look at your perspectives. Even right here, should be shooting the 14. Because, yeah, that cue ball's going right at that, whatever that rail was shot. I think that's the 15 or maybe the 11. So now I have to hike up over the 10, try to stab it. Nope. It's going to be more of an angle, so I got to get the bridge out here. I had somebody I let use my bridge, one of my opponents the other night, and he was like, "Wow, this is a lot nicer than I'm used to," because he usually just uses the house one, which is why he hates it. I'm like, man, these things are $1 on eBay. I buy them 5 at a time, and if I ever lose one or give one to somebody, I don't care. Just buy another one. I think I still got 2 left in a drawer with all my other stuff, but who knows. So here's the tricky spot. Now I'm trying to carom the 14 off the 6, get it in the side, but I got to put some top English and drill this thing to get over and break something up. And just hit that 6 a smidge too thick. 14 died. Brings Kyle to the table, and unfortunately did not open up my balls. So I'm going to try to leave that 14 as long as I can. Unless I can use it as a breakout. Oh, that's a smart play. See, even like this, I've got the option. I could hit that fairly full with just I guess I have a cue ball, guys. Hit that with just a little bit of low and try to spin into it to open it up. Which it did, but cue ball got a little funny, as it's gonna do when you're, playing a game of poke and hope. I think if I remember correct, I'm trying to carom off the 1. Yeah. If it misses the 5 or misses the 6, it actually goes. So Kyle back to the table. Should be a pretty easy couple balls here. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah. Oh, don't go for this. No, Kyle. Play it safe, man. Hit it full. Take it. Because look. You did screw up the 10. You just hit that fairly thick with low left. Bring the cue ball over to the side rail about the second diamond up. Brother, I'm in a bad spot. I'll take it back. Maybe the 12 goes by, and it did. Okay. Ooh, that worked out. So if I cut it, am I going to be able to come back and move the 8? Move that 2. Move that 2. It doesn't go. So where are we going to go here? This is interesting. I don't think that on a valley, on a shelfie, or some of these other bar boxes, maybe. I ain't going on a deep shelf of a diamond, and especially when you hit that hard. That was, I don't know what that was. That was silly talk. So we're playing APA. I would hit that 1 ball dead straight, get it to bounce out in the middle of the table, leave the cue ball behind that 4 because I can't jump. But instead, he tried this safe, which isn't that. It's definitely it's out in the open from the 2 ball, so I don't need a whole lot of swerve on this guy because you see where I'm looking. I can just take it off the right point. It doesn't really take a whole lot of punch on this guy. And that thing was clean. 2-1. There we go. All right. All right, need to kind of get in stroke here because it's just not 9 innings on 3 games. It's not terrible. Not terrible, but be a great time for a break and run or wait. But you know what, guys? Here's a pro tip for you. You can't break and run if you don't make something on the break. It's just the rules. It's the rules we all play by. And realistically, I didn't leave him a whole heck of a lot. I mean, he's a tall dude, so he can stretch and be able to shoot that 11 ball, hit that with a little bit of top right. I would have, yeah, he hit that too hard. I hit that a little, quite a bit softer and let the spin take it off the rail. Try to leave that, whatever that was, the 14 there. Try to leave that as an option. Oh, wow. I didn't even think that, from this angle, I didn't think that thing could get between that 15-8, but he thought maybe take it off the point. So I had just enough room there. So now I'm going to be hitting this pretty much center just to bump into the 9, open it up a little. Excuse me. Did not do it enough. Double check. No, that ain't banking. Way too wide around the 9. You aren't going to get it tightened that much off the rail. I mean, if you're going ultra aggressive, you have one shot, and that's back cutting that 1 to the top. Yeah, to the top right. Unless it goes by the 8 and hit top left. Oh, it does go by. Ooh, that was smooth. Man, that was smooth. I'm at least looking at all my options. I'm definitely considering what to do and where. Nice and easy, good speed. Left me a shot on the 6. Double check. Can I get the 4? Because if you can get the 4, you take the 4. Absolutely. Because now you hit that just a little top. Don't even crush it too much. Yes, sir. Now I've got the 5 ball. You see where I'm trying to see, like, okay, how do I get back to there? And that's where I should be walking around, but yep. That's where walking around would have helped. I would have been able to see that 13 was right in the path. Could have had a better option. But you know what? We're going to stick with the ultra aggressive. Man, what? I don't know if I agree with this. Sorry, guys. My green screen's all giving me some fuzzies. I don't like it, so I keep having to move. Top left? Holy cow, that was close. Dang, that was close. Whew. That is gutsy shooting around the 8 like that. Especially blind, no less. Look at that. I almost got a twofer in the same pocket. That'd have been creative. That'd have been a wild shot. If the 15 goes, go ahead and take it. Just punch over to that other side rail. Beautiful. Good shot, Kyle. So now, stop shot the 12, because then this, I say stop shot, it's going to end up being a stun, because it's going to slide over, but, oh, he's hitting rolling. Okay. So, I mean, at this point, you just need to commit to getting out. There's no point in playing it safe. You're wide open. What do you want to do? You want to start with the 10? You want to start with the 9? I slow roll that 9 into the side. I would have slow rolled to the side and then take the 13. Use your 10 as your out ball. He's going to go a different route because the only thing I'm worried about, okay. I was like, couldn't quite tell the angle. If it was going to be thinner, you don't want that cue ball to accidentally roll behind the 8 ball and block you from the 13. So just a little high outside. No, Kyle. Oh, and left me shape. Ah, brother, that's painful. Oh, that's painful. All right. High outside, bring it back to the other rail. Come right back out. Probably just going to treat this like a little bit of a stop. A little distance. I'll probably put some low on it. Just punch it. 3-1. That should be 2-2. Let's be honest. That sucks. All right. Here we go. Breaking 8-ball, low left, edge of the 14. Good spread. Something's got to go. Anybody? Bueller? Nothing. Nothing went. So Kyle's going to take stripes, shooting the 12, draw back into the 10. Don't get funny, 10. Don't get funny. Get around it. There we go. So he's got a little work to do on that 8-ball because it's pretty deep behind that 4. So he wants to figure out a route where he can be on from the 9-ball, be on the right side of that tangent line, and be able to punch it and drill straight into it. Now you want to do it when you still have the 14 as an option, or excuse me, the 15 as something to be able to hit. Unfortunately, hit that just center ball. And I see that too many times, that cut shot, a rolling ball will scratch to the other side. You have to add some sort of spin. Inside, outside, I don't care what it is. Straight low, but you got to control your speed better. A rolling ball, that's going to scratch all day. But what to do? If you're trying to get out, start with the 6. Kind of stop it. Give yourself the 5. Just try to do a little micro adjustment. End up flipping it. Thankfully, I have ball in hand, right? Oh, did you miss ball in hand? Even with ball in hand, guys, 7s can miss. It can happen. Y'all have seen it. Probably not the first time on my channel, too. Let's be honest. That is not an abnormality, but it should be. Okay. Good try at a save. He was trying to suck it up a little bit more to not give me something. Unfortunately, yeah, with the 5 and then with the 7 and the 1, like this was gonna be a real hard place to leave me hooked from everything. Ooh, okay, got the rail. So here's where I've got some options. You can take the 2, roll up for the 6, or you can just stop it. Oh, I'm gonna punch it to get the 11 or get the 3 off. I'm okay with that. Move the 1, but not quite enough. You know what, guys? This would be a good time for a safety. All you gotta do. Let's just pause and talk about this real quick. From this angle, if you graze off the left side of that 1 ball, let the cue ball run into the 8. Cue ball gets a rail. That should move things just a few inches out. Open up the 1, open up the 8, and leave him hooked because he's not going to be able to see his 9. Even if he can, that's an almost impossible back cut. And then the 10's on the other rail. That is a pretty easy safe. The 13 got in the game. Kind of hard to call it when you can't see the whole table. But regardless, I still think that's a good shot because that's leaving him close to the rail. Yeah, 8 need to move a little more, but probably need to hit the one ball just a little thinner. That might have gave me a better result. But like I said, that this is an extremely tough, if not impossible combo. He's close to the rail, over a ball. That's hard to do something with a 13. So what's he gonna do here? What kind of are you back cutting the 9? He is back cutting the 9 and damn near makes it. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that was so close. All right, ball in hand. Here we go. All right, cue ball, top left. I'm gonna spin in, open up the 4. Unfortunately, it tied up the 8-7. Dang it. And I'm in a bad spot right here because this is very tough to try to leave that. Like, I got to hit the 4 and leave it perfectly behind the 8. So it does. So he can't see the 15. He can't see the 13. That is a very touchy shot. You got to have real good cue control. Oh, I didn't even consider the 4 coming back into play. Oh, that actually made it a little easier. Oh, that's beautiful. That is tear-inducing beautiful. Good hit. Good legal hit. But now I've got some options. Now I just need to basically do a little stop shot on the 4. It's going to slide to this left rail. I don't want to pull it back that much. I just want to stun it. Doesn't matter. Take your medicine. Go ahead and shoot. Oh, it looks like I'm going to go for the 3 and try to break out the 7. I don't like that shot. Because that 10 ball was going to come into play. There was no way that was going to work right. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Hindsight, I would have just said, just all you're going to do is move the 8, which is going more towards the middle of the head rail. That's fine. You've got the 3 or something to get at. Like, I don't like that play. Oh, it's 8-15 needs to hold up. Oh, stop scratching. Woo! Kyle, brother. Better get you some Benadryl, man. You got the scratches going on. But here's the thing. He's good at making balls, but the overall pattern when he got down to 3 balls left, he was shooting everything to, which is going to eventually leave him in a spot that you can't see or make the 8. Like, he has to get over to this left rail about the 3rd diamond, give or take, to try to shoot that 8 into the top right. And that is an extremely hard place to get to. I mean, if you can punch, he's taking a timeout here. That's smart. If you can shoot the 9 ball into this low left pocket, top English, fairly firm, so that way you just barely miss scratching, and then 2 rail up for shape. But man, that is asking a lot, because sometimes I was just actually covering with some of my teammates the other day. Anytime you have the object ball near that 3rd diamond line and you hit into one of the corners, I don't really care where it is in the path, really, for the most part. If it's anywhere near, let's just say between the middle half of the table, let's go there, and then you hit that object ball into either of the low corners, no matter where the cue ball is, in a rolling ball situation, you're almost guaranteed to scratch. It's going near that pocket almost every time. If you get the object ball closer to the 2nd diamond, now you hit it firm where the cue ball is sliding, then it's that 90 degrees is going to take you into a scratch. Again, almost anywhere that cue ball or that object ball is, you're going to be real close to it. So, yeah, you get near that 3rd diamond, pay attention, because a rolling ball is going to leave you in a bad spot. With that said, try to save. Left me an angle to get to the 6 and leave him hooked. And from what it looks like, I don't know if he can one rail. He might be able to get to side rail with a little bit left, possibly. Oh, too much left. But here's the good news. He didn't open me up. He's talking about something with the angle. So I'm just checking, is this even possible? So we are going another safe. We're going to try a 3 foul him an 8 ball. Sit down, 9 ball. There we go. There we go. And he already used his timeout, so he's got the one rail kick. It's just long. But again, he eyeballs every kick, I've noticed. Yep. That's too bad. So, Kyle, in the last video, the 9 ball, I kind of mentioned that I have a one rail kick that I use from Lil Chris. I put that video link in the description. I want you to watch it and practice it. I'm telling you, practice it, because it's going to make a big deal in your game. Oh, and that's what we like to call pocket speed. I mean, just barely pocket speed. So, all right, straight draw to the side rail, low left to bring it back out so you can see it. Oh, that was beautiful. That was about like that. Now, probably got a little top right. Yep. Top right to keep it from doing anything silly into the side pocket. 4-1 on the hill. We in the last 2 games got 9 more innings, so there's a lot of safeties in there. And that's my kind of game. If I can't break and run, or if I don't have a wide open table to run out after you, let's play some safes, man. Let's play some chess. I don't want to just try to keep running out from everywhere. I want to tie you up. I can't remember exactly how it was phrased, but there was a meme I saw that mentioned I want to play a safe so bad that it makes you second guess your existence. I was like, that is cruel, but I love it. I love it. All right, so I dry broke. Kyle's very smart taking the solids. Oh, you want to roll it up? Got to make it. You got to make it. Hit too thin. So it looks like I can see the 15. Nope. I was shooting at less than a pocket. I would not be shooting that 1 ball, that's for sure. If you can see the 5, that is absolutely the one to go. Low right, just a little bit, not trying to crush it, but just get it back between that 13. Okay, actually, you know what? He might have the 1. Looks like he can see the 1. I just think it's going to go right near that 7, and that you really want to hold that 1 to get your 7 ball, which a little harder might have just bounced it out, gave you a couple extra inches of breathing room. That would have been nice. So now it looks like he's getting his ducks taken care of. So here's the tricky part. You got a nice, easy, slow roll on the 2. Leave yourself the 3 into that top left pocket. But boy, oh boy. Like, this isn't a crazy hard draw for a good skill level, good stroke. But the question is, do you have the precision? And unfortunately, kind of like I mentioned in the last video, when he tries to draw, he puts more power and he still just smashes so it doesn't actually take. And you know what? Seven got in a weird spot. Doesn't really have a home from there. So this is where I would be playing a 2-way. Straight top English. I'm going to try to make that 10 into that right side. If it goes, great, keep on running. If you miss, you leave him a whole lot of nothing on his 7. But it went, so we're going to take that. Let's go ahead, punch that 13 out. Must have been real straight. I want to be able to punch it out for the 15. Now would be a pretty okay time. Go ahead and safe off that 12, top right, get it behind the 9, but instead, okay. All right, I'm basically saying this is going to be my run out. So top right on the 9 ball. Bump that 7, bump that 7. So it did, which is nice. Okay, well, all right, Mr. Man. Basically the same thing, maybe a little less right, but basically if you're trying to get out, cut that 14, natural roll. Man, I am hitting these dirty. I am hitting these balls dirty. They are not cleanly going in the pockets. So should be just straight top. Maybe even a Scotia left. Got to get around it. Got to get around it. I needed the left. It did not. So here's the problem. I basically just sold. You get down to 1 ball. Your opponent has 1 ball left. You're not really helping them out. You're not helping yourself out, excuse me, because you could be leaving them an out and handing over the game because they need to make 1 ball and leave the 8. But I left him tough. He's got to bank this, which wisely, very, very wisely, he's like, I'm not swinging for this fence. I know my opponent's on the hill. Give me another chance. Look at this. There we go. Take a measurement, get an idea. And even with that, I'll measure it and still kind of gauge it a little bit off of feel, but it gives you a really good ballpark. Ooh, wee! It's close. It was close. Could have been a contender. I can't quite tell if he can see the whole 7 or not. Unfortunately, he did not make it. He left himself, picture perfect on that 8 ball. But instead, straight top. We're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to cut that 8 ball to this low right pocket. And guys, not too shabby. Not too shabby. 5-1 win over Kyle, who's a strong 6. He made a couple errors here. There was a lot of good safeties in there. So 22 innings seems high for 6 games, but I think the safeties kind of counterbalance it quite a bit. Overall, I feel like my 9 ball game is definitely starting to come back into play. My 8 ball is still kind of holding strong, but I don't think it's necessarily getting a ton better. But just what do you guys think? I know you guys are watching this. You're watching all these matches. Does it feel like I'm getting a little bit better, or am I just kind of running around in circles? So I'll be curious to see what you guys think. Comment down below. Let me know. Other than that, don't forget to like, share this. I want to get some more people over here. Got some other ideas. I'm still trying to find time to make some other videos. But in the meantime, thank you as always. And guess what? I got another video coming for you very shortly. See you then.